Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright. Because I actually remembered to record one this week. Last week I was too tired to record one on the Friday when I usually would. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just record it on Saturday. I just forgot. I completely forgot to do that. So we had a week's break. Unintentionally. And next week next week we will have an episode because I am going away on holiday on the Saturday. The week after might have to be something else. I'll decide a bit closer to the time whether I feel like recording an episode on the Saturday once I get back, ready for the Sunday. So yeah, we shall see. But for now, we have another episode. Let's jump in. We're in the trial again. It still doesn't say final day. Oh shit. Ugh, how did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh shit. I think he's having a nightmare. What? What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
Couple ammo. And then he wakes up. I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. Oh shit. March 23rd, 9:43 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I just need the desk. Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix, right? You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict too. Ugh. Now listen up. You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Maya. Phoenix. Phoenix. Mia. Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know. He hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. Ugh, it's that accursed on guard again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it.
You're really mean, pal.
Oh no, Gumshoe. Ah, Gumshoe. I'm really, really sorry. Where are you?
They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after D Killer, pal.
Then you have some sort of lead?
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up.
Gumshoe.
Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can and find D Killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get on guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal.
That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first.
You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer.
I have to make the trial last longer.
If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. By the power of boyfriends. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. And a boyfriend on the other stand. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. March 23rd, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ongard.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Ms. Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Ongard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
Then you're saying that she is guilty after all?
I'm not finished, Your Honor. Ms. Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Yes, Juan Corrido was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client so to speak, is Matt Ongard.
Oh, what a surprising turn of events. I would think it...
Oh, excuse me, I am quite tired, so there might be a few yawns in this. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today.
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. I've already forgotten what voice he has. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah.
Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
Oh, sorry, well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Ongard's room. Okay, sure. Visit to Matt's room. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. I'm doing like 20 different voices. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me.
Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
And talking with a bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Ongard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
Well... Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right? Visit to Matt's room. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. The defendant's room. Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sort of, and I wanted to say congrats.
What's wrong? Why did you stop?
Mr. Wright. What is it? You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time. Witness, I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Sorry, I was about to do judge's voice for that.
So, you went to the defendant's room, and then?
Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. Yeah, he's just got a whatever voice comes out when I open my mouth for every different line today. Are you sure that was Matt on guard? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room?
He was talking with someone.
At first, I thought it was the bellboy. At first? What do you mean by that? Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on a tray. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. I guess I'm going to have to wait patiently on this one. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? But that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
So, how long did you watch the two of them?
Not more than a minute or two, I think. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. So who are these guests you're talking about? It's you, Phoenix. You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state, I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Do we have anything that contradicts this? Trying to think what we've got that might be a contradiction, or if we just need to scroll through them again and be told there's nothing there. The only thing I can think is if we present this guy here. That's my guess, but that's a bit of a stretch. Can we press on this now? Does it change after we press on everything else? Oh, yeah. Actually, only a few moments ago, Mr. Powers, you stated, you know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself? Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honour.
this bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
Okay, so it was just going back and pressing after I'd pressed other stuff. You mean about the bellboy, right? Matt gave the bellboy a tip. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket, and that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers? Well, he wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old Gramps.
I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court.
No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches.
A line of stitches?
Yeah, and it went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. Ah! He was there, on guard's house. He was the butler.
Oh, what is it, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honour. So that means On Guard was talking with D. Killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, On Guard would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything. Yes, Chief.
Are you sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What did you just say, Your Honour?
Nothing, Mr. Wright, nothing. We're just going around and around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony.
I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Okay. Do we present something here? I don't even know what I could present, but I feel like it's wanting me to present something, because I don't think there were any other press on this again laters. I might just try that real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same. Oh, this is the same Conversation. I'm a bit stumped. Like, the fact that it unlocked this particular line of dialogue makes me feel like... Oh, sorry. Just slammed my controller down on my desk because I was going to pick up my drink. Makes me feel like I need to present something on this line of dialogue. I'm not sure. That's some nice hot chocolate. Right, let's have a look through everything. So, not going to be the attorney's badge. Not going to be the Magatama. Not going to be the Nickel Samurai costume picture. Could it have been this? No, it couldn't, because I don't think Matt had that. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think it's going to be a map, not the guitar, not the juice. The only other thing I can think is presenting... No. I was going to say presenting the autopsy report in response to his I was with people that night one. And say, well, he couldn't have been there at that time, blah blah blah. I don't think that's going to work though. Like, what else can we present? I'm going to just throw a few things at the wall and see what sticks. Nope. Not that one. Nope. I'm just doing the three that I think are most obvious, or the most possible so far. What if we press again? Oh, we might need to ask... Yeah, okay. We should ask about On Guard's tip. Here. We haven't done that yet. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. A little too much. Would you please clarify for the court about how much you would say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
And why is that?
Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash?
Ah, well, how interesting.
We found it. We found what I needed to do.
That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honour. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Raise an objection. The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work.
So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
Payment, Your Honour.
Payment?
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida.
Then the bellboy the witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin.
Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honour? I have here the card Shelley D. Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley D. Killer?
He is the person the police's special investigation team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley D. Killer. Really?
What's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out.
Oh?
Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What?
Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir, right away. He's going to testify that the bellboy brought us a walkie-talkie and that we did see him and that we had no reason to not know who the bellboy was that he was talking about. And I think we're going to be in the shit. That's my guess. The second time. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Thank you very much. That is all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. D. Killer, then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honour. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. This is no laughing matter. I'm going to just save in case pressing is an issue here. I don't think it is, but... And what time was it? Oh, well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 PM, right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. And then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 PM by that time?
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers?
Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. That's when that bellboy... Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. Look. So I'm sure it's the same guy that I was talking about. Blah. Let's try that again. So I'm sure it was the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room did the bellboy come out of? Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, alright. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you?
I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or try to pull a fast one? Let's go. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really, really is. There really, really isn't. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honour, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Ugh, Edgeworth. Are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
I see. Very well. This court recognises and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest's room empty-handed. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand, and there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice was it? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice. We could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof. And I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now. Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean, surely it would be this tomato juice. Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and... So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? That's a bit of a leap of logic, Phoenix, but yeah, we'll rock with it, I guess. Gulp. Well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here.
This is the crime scene.
There is a wine glass sitting here next to Mr. Karida's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Karida's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
Oh, but can you prove that Mr. Karida was already dead at that time?
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
I blame you for leading me down this route.
I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind. Ugh, boy does this make this bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, got to focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright, that bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So, a football is made of leather? Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? Jesus Christ, Phoenix.
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe this was just another bellboy.
Ugh. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest?
Oh yes, please tell us more.
Okay. I'm not sure if we're ready for more. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left, without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room.
Yeah, I kinda saw all that by accident. Some accident, I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honour. The second meeting. Save here again, in case pressing is bad. I don't think it will be. I think it usually warns you. But I want to be safe. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying.
Oh, well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers?
Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye and a sort of sneaky spy-like. I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. He gave something to the person inside the room. I said hold it. Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. He gave something to this person? Yeah. And what was this something? If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I?
But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kinda small. This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please try to remember what it was. I'll try. In the meantime, let's talk of another point, namely what the bellboy did next. Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing? We'll press on this one again and go for the person inside the room. So who took this something from the bellboy? Or who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm?
Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah. I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, it was just like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important?
Of course, Your Honour. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off.
Well, let's see. I think it was... no.
If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. Dun dun dun. I think it might be the bed. Let's press about it. It's a statue. Yeah, it kind of looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know? Hint hint, present this to me. Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him. You're going to have to trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix.
Oh, well, Mr. Powers, let's continue with your testimony. What did the bellboy do after that?
We'll just be safe and press on everything else. Where did the bellboy go after he left Mr. Onguard's room? He opened the door to Viola Hall. Went in there, and who knows after that, right? I do. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time? Oh, yeah, I saw that one thing. What? You saw something else? There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. It was watching Lance's door like some sort of stalker. His voice has changed like 20 times in this episode, I'm so sorry. I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Powers' testimony just now was as vague as his first. It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer. Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it? Ugh, talk about a lose-lose situation. What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Oh, where did that objection come from? Well, speak up.
It was me, Your Honour. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honour. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, there's something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt Engard's mansion.
The defendant's house. What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honour. Shelley D. Killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear being found at Mr. Engard's mansion would mean...
It goes without saying, Your Honour. Mr. Matt Engard is D. Killer's client.
Order, order, order. I said order. Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too.
I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honour, a minute, please.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that.
Saving there because it brought the thing in the corner.
All right, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further?
Person who received the bear. There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of...
Ah. Oh, what is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What?
Oh, really?
I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it. And now we're going to try and pin that on Adrian Andrews, who could have also been wearing the Nickel Samurai costume at that time. Well, could she? I think we're going to try that anyway, but... You've got to be kidding. Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai.
Order, order. It looks like you've dug your own grave, yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt on guard is the Nickel Samurai.
Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer.
What am I supposed to do now, Mia? Help. You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry.
Now I will bring this cross-examination to...
Your Honor.
Again, Mr. Wright. We've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony.
It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright. I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that.
Okay, it puts us back here. Maybe the bear itself? We might need to loop through all three anyway, but... I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
The bear, Mr. Wright.
This was found at Mr. Onguard's mansion. However, Mr. Onguard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh.
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. That's okay, we'll go with that, sure. It is not possible that it was Mr. Onguard who took this bear to his mansion.
Oh, why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
Phew. Disaster averted, it looks. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. That comes in the bedroom later. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Onguard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler. All this time he was the killer. The killer and On Guard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at On Guard mansion, as its butler.
What a bold move.
The bear figurine was brought back to On Guard mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, On Guard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all?
I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client, who hired the assassin to commit the murder, was Mr. Matt On Guard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I? What should I do? I think we hear the verdict. I don't think we raise an objection, but we'll see. The defense rests. Phoenix, are you giving up? If you do, Maya will die. You'll carry that weight on your shoulders every day for the rest of your life. I don't want that to happen to you. Mia, raise an objection, Phoenix.
I will now announce...
There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at On Guard Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. Yeah, this is where we try and pin it on Adrian Andrews.
Oh, what are you saying?
What I am saying is it's possible a different person is the killer's real client.
The client?
Yes. Is this all you have?
And now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is D. Killer's real client and therefore the real murderer? Adrian Andrews.
Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt on guard for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Ah, then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw. That could have very well been Ms. Andrews.
But what about Mr. On Guard?
If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. On Guard's mansion.
It was a well-laid trap set by Ms. Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defence's logic, besides which there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell On Guard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt onto someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty. It's murder of all things. It's to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on.
Order, order, order. All disruptive parties will be forced to leave this courtroom.
Your Honour. For the benefit of the defence, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game.
His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defence's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honour. I was about to do that in the judge's voice. The prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Ms. Andrews.
And who would that be?
If he says Celeste. It's quite simple, Your Honour. Ms. Adrian Andrews herself. Okay, I was gonna be like, what if she's not dead? Big brain, galaxy brain. Read from across the room, but no, it's just Ms. Andrews.
I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honour. March 23rd, 11:54 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. But I think that's where we're going to finish up, because it's been almost an hour. I am rather quite tired. So, I'm going to call it there. And next time, we will get about 5 minutes in and find a to be continued screen, I'm sure of it. But I need to get this rendered and uploaded and go to bed. So thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. I'm just going to double save to be sure. There we go. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. Next time we will try and drag this trial out even longer, I'm sure of it. To try and save Maya's life. Yeah, like, it feels like a bit of a stretch that we couldn't somehow, like, figure out where Maya was. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess they haven't found her yet, and we shall see what happens with all that next time. But that's going to be it for me. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.